What's good, everybody? It's your boys and lady this episode. It's Kane, Travis, TJ, and we have a special guest with us. We have TJ's girlfriend, special guest this week, accomplished person in school, life, and nursing. Lily, welcome to the podcast. How are you doing tonight?
That was one hell of an intro. I want that to happen every time I walk into it.
I don't even have this written down. Like I said, guns blazing, locked and loaded tonight.
Wow, that was great. Thank you.
Off the Ripski. Off the Ripski. Anyways, how you doing? Welcome to the pod. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We're not doing a super long intro this time. We're gonna recap all at the end this time.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Good start.
I'm currently a nurse in a high-risk facility. I have babies for a living.
That's
And
wild.
I work night shift, which has been rough because that's new. So TJ's also been living that lovely dream with me of the night shift.
Yeah, that's fun. That's a fun time.
It's fine.
I can't tell if that was sincere or sarcastic.
No, I'm being dead ass.
He gets a whole bed to himself, Travis. Come on now.
Boom.
Positive,
And
Travis.
I work
Think
for
of the
12
positive.
hours, so you're gone. I'm gone for a minute.
And then comes home and
Pocket
sleeps.
League. And
Fire.
no problem. So she
Fire.
kicks me out of the bed because I'm taking up the whole thing. Knocked.
Well,
Naturally.
you sleep on my pillow, so move over.
Damn, Rip. Why are you sleeping on her pillow, bro?
Get your own.
Stop.
You have your
I-
own pillow.
I start on my own pillow,
So it is you.
and then
Nah,
you know,
man,
she's
sleeping
really
TJ's
one
a
to
different
talk.
breed.
every time I go to sleep, it's a wild card.
Sometimes he tells me the craziest stories I've ever heard in my entire life while he's sleeping. Other times he screams,
Oh,
sings.
you're a sleep
You
talker,
never know.
huh?
You never know what you
I'm gonna sleep everything except Walker.
Damn. You
Yeah,
fighting demons, huh?
every day, bud. Every day.
Every day, bud. Anyways, Lily, why don't you give you just said you're a nurse and you said the critical what unit?
high risk.
High risk.
High
Okay,
risk
so
facility.
give me a little bit about your upbringing, your family. Give us a little bit about that, a little bit more in-depth details about yourself. And then we'll start asking you some hard-hitting questions about being a nurse, how's life with TJ, etc.
Okay. Well, I grew up in Boston Spa, which is where I ended up meeting TJ in high school. And I live with my mom and dad, not anymore because they moved out. But I have 2 sisters and a brother. They're my half siblings, so they're in their 40s while I am 20.
Gotcha.
So that's a little bit of a different dynamic, and they're all married and they all have 2 kids. So there's
Yikes.
a lot of us.
Is that on your dad's side or your mom's side that it's half?
We share a dad.
Gotcha. That is fucking wild. So I
So
mean,
my
that's
dad is
20
actually
years.
like 72.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm the only one from my mom and dad's marriage.
How did they meet?
Work. She started working for him, and he was, of course.
Gotcha. Word.
Word.
My mom is
Love
a
story,
powerful
man.
woman, let me tell you.
I'm not
More
going to
power
say
to
what I was
her.
going to say.
So they met, had me, and my dad was 50, so he was like, we're not doing anymore. I have 4 kids. I'm
That is
50.
unreal.
We're
Imagine
good.
having a kid at 50. That is
Yeah.
fucking wild.
That's still.
I feel like that's
mom
got to be a
is-
task.
My mom is 15 years younger than my dad.
That's gotta be a task.
That's got to be a chore at that point.
That's a challenge. Yeah.
I mean, props to him. He still had some strong swimmers at the time.
It worked.
So
I
good,
mean, here
good
we
for
are.
him.
Good
on
on.
Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. That is 15 years.
Yep.
I feel like that's pretty common in that age generation. But now,
Well, they
if you
were-
date
she
somebody
was
that's 15
30
years.
and she was 30 and he was 45.
Yeah,
so
but
it wasn't
so Haley's dad married her now stepmom. and they're like I want to say like 12 or 14 years separated too, and he's I mean he just turned 44, but like it's just kind of crazy to sit back and think about that. It's kind of seems common, but like kids our age, it's always frowned upon to say, hey, I'm fucking 22 dating a 35-year-old.
40-year-old.
Well, it's a little different when you're 30 and 40
Oh, for
instead
sure.
of, 15 and 30.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why I said
Yeah.
22 and 35, Lily.
He said, I mean,
We're not talking about pedophilia
mean-
here. Jesus Christ.
Jeez Louise.
I'm not a supporter of pedophilia.
Anyway,
I'd like to make that clear.
So, how you and TJ met at Boston Spa or in Boston Spa? Did you guys go to the same school together? Like, how did y'all meet? Run us through what made y'all get into a relationship.
Well, if I'm never gonna admit this again, but I'm a year older than TJ, so I was a senior.
It's on
And
record.
He was in my art class with me, and he is sitting at my table, and I have never seen him before in my entire life. I've gone to Boston Spa my entire life. I had no idea who he was.
And he was sitting
he
at
sits
your
across
table?
from me.
I was
Yeah.
I was gone the past 2 years at Mayfield. So I was only back in B Spa for a couple months. That's probably why you never saw me. High school wise, I wasn't ever in high school.
You sat across from me with your headphones in and your hood up, and you didn't look or make eye contact with me for a solid month.
Resonator, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Nothing.
Rizzilla.
He's like a god.
God
But he would like
Rizla.
look at me, and I'm like, "What? Hello?
Make your
Are you
wants
in
want
there?"
you.
Well, she was sitting right across from me. So like every time I looked up, it would be looking directly at her. And it just seemed like every time we made eye contact.
And was this in like the cafeteria? Like,
No,
It
this
was
is
an art class.
oh, word.
So the art classes were set up with like bigger tables, and then there'd
Yeah.
be like four people at each table.
Yeah,
was
like
And
like
her and I
typical.
were on the ends.
It's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her and I were on the ends of the table. So every time it was like constantly looking at each other, not like
So, like, when did you guys realize you wanted to get in a relationship?
This
We're
time
jumping straight to
or-
it.
are we talking
Both times.
Okay, well, the first time
never really happened.
never really happened. It was kind of, we were really good friends, and then I graduated, and then it just didn't.
Then you ghosted
She
him. and-
graduated. Yeah.
I did not
didn't-
ghost
Yeah, she
him.
did. Didn't talk to me for 3 years.
Typical.
Yep. And I was like, yo, let's hang out.
On
And
a
he-
random freezing cold November night.
Yeah.
Oh, she remembers
He's
the
like,
details.
"What are you doing?"
Resonator, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's like, "What are you
Oh,
doing?"
yeah.
I'm like, "What am I doing? I haven't talked to you in 3 years."
Like, you didn't even,
And I
like,
was like-
you weren't even like, hey. You were just like, what are you doing?
I was like, I don't even remember. I think.
Yeah, was that the same night that I'm thinking about? When you called me to come over when everything was going down? Is that the night?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the night.
Okay.
When she dropped the bag of clothes off and shit. Yeah,
What?
that was that night. Yeah. I don't want to get like too into it.
I mean, you
but-
got to talk about it now. I mean,
Yeah, I know. My ex. Oh man. Okay, so my ex and I split up on Halloween.
okay.
And this was her and I got together the 25th of November.
So about a month.
Yeah, so like yeah, roughly a month. And she came over to hang out for the first fucking time. And of course my ex is like, "Hey, I'm dropping your shit off. I'm coming inside." And I was like, "Oh god."
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I'm panicking. Absolutely panicking. She's sitting in my room.
What do you do? What do you do?
I didn't handle it well.
Of course not.
No. I called Travis. I was like, dude, never been in this situation before. This is a new one. I need some assistance.
She
Dude,
knocked
yeah.
on the door, and I was sitting in his bed, and I was like, I'm gonna die. Like, this is it. She's gonna come in here. She's gonna see I'm freak out. So she knocks on the door, and he just like cracks it.
I just kind of like
and
peeked
What
my head.
up?
like peeps his head through the door.
I was like, yo.
And he was like, "Here, I'll take the bag." And he just reaches his hand out, grabs the bag, shuts the door.
And I shut the door, and then I whip the bag, and all of my shit flies onto the floor, and then I just pop the door open, and I hand her the bag. And
She was
shut-
bag back, so he's just dumping the
oh,
bag,
shit.
and then he just like throws it back out the door and shuts the door.
But the problem with that was she was friends with my sister, so she was hanging out with my sister for a good minute.
And you're just chilling,
I-
vibing.
Yeah.
I don't even know when I showed up, but I remember getting there, and this was when I was smoking at the time, and I looked at TJ and was like, this calls for a blunt.
I said I need it. Need that. But
Yikes, dude.
yeah, that was
That was one of the weirder times in my life, probably. Just being there and knowing the situation.
going through it was definitely rough. Well, if she didn't know, she's gonna find out now.
For sure. I mean, maybe
She's
she
not
listens to the
dumb.
podcast.
She
That's
does.
because if I'm a
think
female
the-
and I'm going over to like, yeah, like for sure, that's definitely
She's
a hint.
not
Like,
dumb.
well, you
She
don't know.
knows.
You
TJ,
I mean,
come
she's
on.
at least
I don't-
assuming,
Come on.
assuming
I mean,
something's going on.
Yeah,
Rat,
if I'll keep
dude.
it a buck here, if I'll keep it a $1.50, I just didn't want her to find out it was her specifically.
Why not?
Yeah, why? What's
Um,
the...
Why not?
So this is the
Yeah,
Dude, this
TJ,
is
why does
what
it
we're
matter that it's
asking.
her?
What's wrong
Okay,
with me?
because she may or may not have been the one I said not to worry about.
Yikes, dude. Rat.
But
Rat.
there was no
Rat.
communication. There was no communication until things were separated. So let's just put
I
that
mean,
out there.
That's fair. That's fair. Seems
Well, that
kind of
wasn't
quick
as
though.
juicy as
25 days,
some.
huh?
What's up?
Seems kind of quick though. Like 25 days though, huh?
Yeah.
He said right back on it.
Yikes.
I mean, here we are.
It's been 2 years now.
Yeah.
Damn, it's been that long. That is fucking
Yeah, we got
wild.
We got together in 2020.
That's
The dog just did a somersault.
me too. No
But,
shame me doing
yeah.
that.
I can't. That shit was.
It's fine, you
Yeah,
know.
dude. Like it's past
it
the
worked
past, bro. It's been
out.
2 years.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shit
Here we
happens.
are.
Fucking
It's
vibing.
licked or get licked in these streets.
Hey,
Damn
yo,
right,
that
son.
could mean two
Damn
things in
right.
this conversation.
Damn right. No, Travi gets it. That could mean two things.
Yeah,
now that I
like,
said
that
it
was
out loud.
not the correct
could
terminology
mean a
to use in
lot.
this instance.
Well, take it how you like.
Take it with a grain of salt, you know?
you know.
Anyways, Lily, so how did you, or when did you decide you want to be a nurse? How did you decide that that's going to be your passion, that that's what you want to do? You look like you're excited to have this conversation at this
It's
point.
an interesting story.
Okay.
So my parents are funeral directors. We own a funeral home. And I did
Got
not
that
want
money.
to do that.
Yeah, fuck
If
that.
people paid them, we would have money.
Oh, so people just aren't paying. Good news.
That happens a lot. Because if someone dies, you're not going to be like, oh, tough, can't pay. Like, what do you want me to do with the body? Like, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, I never thought about that.
what are you supposed to do? You know, like,
So you told me I could get a
take
free
care of
funeral
it.
if I just say I'm broke?
Hypothetically.
The county can also help you and pay for it.
All right, you heard it here first.
Heard it here first.
Heard it here first. I have
No,
my
so they
funeral
do
arrangements.
that. And honestly, I didn't want to own a business. And
Yeah.
I knew that's what would have happened if I went into being a funeral director.
See, like, I
And
want to
that was
own a
a lot.
business. I definitely don't want to be. I don't
want
want to own my own funeral
do
home.
it.
No.
I've watched my parents do it my whole life, and it's just there's so much that they have to do all the time. They're always working. They never like have the time off that they need. It wasn't for me. I
That's
wanted
also
somewhere I
in
could
part
clock
because
in,
they
clock
own a
out.
funeral home.
Yeah,
So like people die all the time.
Every
all the
day.
time.
I feel like if you own a pizza shop, you close up and you're good. Like you're good for a few hours. And you can be like,
You
hey,
can't be like, oh,
You
no
can-
one died for the next 3 days. We're
Yeah.
on vacation.
like if you have a pizza shop, you can be like, hey, Jimbo, run the shop for a couple weeks, and you're good.
I'm out.
I'm going to fucking
I'm outta here.
Honolulu. I feel like if you're a funeral director and you own a funeral home, you can't just be like, hey, we're gonna lock up shop.
No.
Yeah,
And there
we're
is a
close to the
shortage.
holidays.
There's a shortage of funeral directors. Like no one's becoming a funeral director. So
I
that's like
know a
whole
guy.
crisis. You
I know a
okay?
guy. Yep, Cody. He's
Cody?
doing it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's
sounds terrible.
there's some out there. You just gotta
There
find
is
them.
a couple
You just gotta
that we
find 'em.
know of.
Go find 'em. So I didn't want to do that, but I knew I wanted to do some sort of like health medicine.
Yeah.
And originally I thought maybe going to like PA school or becoming a physician. And then I realized I wouldn't be able to do anything until I was 30. I wouldn't make any money until I was 30. And I was like,
yeah, it's anybody. Me
that's
too.
not gonna be
That's anybody.
that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, I could become a nurse and then I could work my way up from there while still practicing and making money.
Yeah.
So that's what I decided. And I was at and they looked at me and they were like, you'll never be a nurse.
Damn.
I was like, huh?
You're like, bet.
So then I transferred.
Put 'em on
They
blast.
Took
Wait,
me
what school? Yeah,
immediately-
what school was it? Let's
Put
trash
'em on
them.
blast.
This was SUNY Adirondack.
This trash ass.
Oh, did you write a fucking Google review? Did you get on Yelp or anything? Fuck them.
No, but
Did you
when
get
I
on
got
Yelp?
We've bashed
when I got
SUNY
my
Adirondack
RN
in like 2 other
license-
episodes. So
When I got my license, I emailed the guy that said to me, you will never be a nurse. And I emailed him. And at the very end of the email, I said, like, take care or whatever, Lily Armor, RN.
that's fucking awesome.
That's a flex.
Dope.
Did he
I was
respond?
like, okay. No.
Yeah, no,
That's
he
even
definitely
better.
said, "Hey,
Fuck
get
no.
fucked."
No
What's he gonna
way.
say? What's he
Yeah,
gonna say?
for sure. My sister's in the chat, and the reason why we've trashed 80K on this podcast is because my sister went there and had a drug dealer roommate for like her whole first semester, and it was like this whole fucking thing. But yeah, so fuck SUNY.
What year was
Adirondack.
that?
Fuck if I know.
When your
Like,
sister went?
probably like 2016, because it would have been the year
Oh,
I
okay.
graduated high school or the first semester, so the fall. Yeah, she said it was 2016 in the chat. But yeah, so I mean, no love for SUNY 80K. I mean, unless they want to hire me for their athletics, then all love. But anyways,
I don't think you want to join that.
There.
yeah.
Shit, man.
But it's kind of so you said you deal with pregnancies and the birth of children, right? That's kind of
I
crazy
do.
that you're on the complete opposite spectrum of your parents.
I went for irony.
You know,
That is funny. You
But,
bring people in, they put them
they're
down.
just like, hey, see you
You
later.
know, we even out the population. My parents and I even it. So-
Technically, we don't even it. You definitely don't even
So
it.
be
We are
honest for a
definitely
minute. Is there a little
overbirthing.
tally? You guys keeping track of
You
score
guys
here?
keep
You should
it
keep
down.
track. 2023, keep
funny.
track.
No,
You
no,
should.
dude. If you
Huh?
think about it, it's
Jar.
like doing your taxes.
No, just
right?
like
it's
you got. I'm sure you got a whiteboard somewhere. And just every time you just say, "Hey, I got one. My parents got one." You know.
You do have that jar.
I have a
do it,
jar.
and then-
Every time I deliver, I bead in the jar so then I can see how many I've delivered.
What
so
if
your
you
parents
lose
should do
count?
that because all of a sudden it's like taxes, right? And you're like you're bringing in more than you're spending.
Oh, that's funny.
So like, what
Probably,
happens if you
though.
lose count of the beads?
I don't. Every time I deliver, I have a note page in my phone,
How big's the jar?
and
It's a
pretty
big ass jar.
Okay, so are we like going for the hey, guess how many beads are in this thing eventually, or is that
Hell yeah.
like it's
Wait,
gonna
is there a
take some time?
giveaway?
How many are in there right now?
I'll give you $200 if you can guess.
Can you
how
show-
many are
can you
in
show me the
when
jar?
it's full.
Where is it?
It's in the bedroom. on the TBC.
Run.
Is that 200 on the table for everyone or just Kane?
I'm not getting 200.
He's not getting 200, but either one of you could if you guessed the
Can-
number. of
can you
beads
give
in the
us-
jar when it's
Can you
full.
give us an
He's
over
getting
on
it.
how long have you been doing this?
I started in July.
Oh fuck, so spend some time. Okay. I need to see the jar
July.
before I ask my over under question before I place my bets.
This one, right?
Yeah, it's that one.
It's probably the only one with
All right,
beads
so
in
the
it.
line we're looking at about 40. That's the line here.
So it's over under 40?
Yeah.
Hey, can I get it? Can I get them flattened out? How big's
Yeah,
the
you
jar? Can
Chris,
there's
It's
no
about
way to give me
2.5 inches.
that makes sense.
what's okay?
Here,
Okay.
you know what? We can compare it to a water bottle.
Yeah, if that helps.
Not really, not at
That's
all.
huge. That's huge for
That's
me.
enormous, some would say.
It's big, but I want to.
She said it. She said it. She said it. Anyways, I would probably say I'm gonna take over for. I'm gonna say 47.
Right now.
Sure.
Sure.
Do I get
Is,
two guesses or no? Hold on.
Wait,
You
hold,
can get two guesses.
Okay.
Do you know
but will you
exactly
tell
how
me
many
high
are
or
in
low?
there?
Will you tell me high or
Yeah.
low?
You're low.
Whoa, he said the line was 40.
I guessed. I didn't know.
I just wasted
Alright,
my
so
guess,
scrap-
TJ.
Scrap.
scrap.
There's
Okay.
no way.
I can tell you how many's in there.
Okay,
Your turn, Travis.
I'm gonna guess.
I guessed 47. It was low. I'm using your next guess to base mine.
All right, we'll feed off of each other. I got you. 63.
Close.
High or low?
Low.
69.
Low.
High.
66.
So-
66.
So
Let's split
this is mine only. Like
Yeah,
if
this
we
is
don't
it.
get
This
this
is
here,
it. We split. We
Yeah.
split.
67.
Oh.
It is 67.
Let's go, baby. I'll accept my 100 through Venmo. Travis, you can get your 100 however. Way to go, baby. Yes, sir.
Kane, that's teamwork makes the dream work.
Yep. Easy. Easy. That's
That's
how it's done right there,
So
baby.
yes, I have delivered a fair number of children.
Do you think your parents have had more funerals than 67?
Yeah. So what's the over under on that?
They're definitely over me, but I can only deliver. I'm lucky if I get one delivery every 12 hours of my shift, but
I feel like
other
that's a
people can
lot.
there could be like
Yeah.
that is a lot. There's some shifts where I don't deliver.
So, like, why do other
And-
people get more?
It's just the luck of the draw. They can hand us all 8 patients. There's 8 nurses. We each get a patient. And
Oh, so it's all like just
depending
whatever. Okay,
on-
gotcha. Thought maybe it was just like on a whim. They're like, go, go, go! Like fucking.
Third base coach reeling them all.
No, I differently. So like if I don't have an assignment in the morning, there's someone that comes half an hour later screaming, pushing out a child from the
So like,
parking lot.
what's
Like,
your
it doesn't
job
matter.
if you can get into it like in the delivery process?
From the beginning, I make sure your baby looks good. I track their heart rate. I track your contractions. I give you medication to keep the baby happy and make you have contractions. I flip you
Medication
in
to keep me
circles.
happy?
Yeah. Do you have medication for everyone to have
I
happiness?
do not. It's just for babies. They don't really
that's-
know much yet.
Dad work.
That's bullshit.
That would work.
Anything
And
will
that's just
help.
laboring. In the delivering, I actually will I do all of the charting and I will hold your hand and push the child out.
How do
while
you
you're
how do you
screaming.
push?
Do you just like grab down on the belly and just?
Yeah.
Just force it out of
Yeah.
them.
How do you
No,
push?
It's very difficult to understand because you don't
Clearly.
do it until you do it.
Do you get like a toilet plunger and like shove it up there and
You
stick it on the
literally-
head?
What I literally tell women is you are going to pretend like you are having the biggest bowel movement of your life.
I do every morning.
And that's how you have a baby.
Hey, dude,
He said I do every morning.
Not
Bro,
to have a
Kane's on
baby.
one tonight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I told you I'm fucking locked and loaded.
He's laughing,
So-
God.
Like, what happens after the baby comes out? Do you hold the baby at all, like in transition, or no? Or is that just the doctor?
We like to put it on the mom's chest right after it's born, as long as the baby looks good.
Doesn't that like cost money? Like skin to
The
skin?
whole thing costs money.
Well, yeah, but like, doesn't it
Yeah.
cost?
Well,
I saw this thing on TikTok that it was like
I have seen this.
a dad
Seen
was
that
like, it was
too.
10 grand for skin to skin, and I was like, I ain't touching the fucking baby. I don't give a fuck.
I don't believe that.
10 grand.
I don't mark it on a chart. Mom held baby after delivery. Check, and then I charge you for it. I don't.
I bet
do
you
any of
somebody
that.
does.
How much
bet
do
you
they
they
look
do.
like aliens?
How many
Like,
people are in
fresh
the
out?
room
That's a valid
In the
question.
room.
on average?
Um.
Over under.
So it's mom and dad or partner, whoever, and then me, a baby nurse, a
The baby.
resident, a physician,
Technically the baby.
another physician, maybe.
How big are these fucking rooms?
I mean,
I
we're
thought it was like
jam-packed
a.
in there, like
I thought it was like a
sardines.
normal fucking
Like
like.
sardines.
You got the curtain up
But
and
you
somebody's in
can't
the next
move.
side.
And then
All right,
if
Lily, I have a
the
question.
baby doesn't look good, you call the NICU, and then there's 4 the baby.
That's wild.
Lily, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
And for lack of a better way to ask it,
Oh boy.
and I guess you don't have to be honest. Have you seen more or less like cute babies come out? Like, are they mostly ugly? You know what I mean? Like, right?
It's
from the-
under 50%.
Has to
Gotta
be.
be. Gotta be a quarter.
Some of them, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of them look a little funky.
Aliens.
I mean, their head was just extremely squished.
I'm saying this
So my
like
follow-up
live
question
right now
is,
is
does
I've
that
never
become
once
normal?
seen a cute baby.
Yeah, I mean, some of them, you look at them and they're so cute from the beginning. Like, a lot of them are very cute, but there's also a lot of them, ooh, okay.
I hope you have a glow up.
That's the dad though, right?
Their
That's
head
the
goes
dad.
back to a normal shape.
Hope puberty works out. You, Chris. My God.
Good luck, buddy.
Imagine like one comes out, it's like really ugly, and then you just look at the dad like, at
Like,
least you
I
know
was
it's
a-
yours.
I was an ugly ass baby, and like, I've never once seen a baby where I was like, "Aw, such a cute baby." I'm always like, "Yeah, baby." Like,
That's a child.
I feel like, yeah. I don't
There's
know, like,
definitely
if it's
some
something
where
wrong
it's
with me,
like,
but like,
wow.
I don't like holding babies. Like,
Hold on,
I
see,
didn't-
so
I didn't
Kate,
hold
are
a
you
baby
talking
until
about
I was
babies or
21.
Infants?
both.
Yeah, what's the
love
age range
babies.
you're talking about?
Both.
Because
Like-
like infants, I think are like, they can get tricky. But
Yikes.
babies, when they form a little bit, they
Oh,
get
for
cute,
sure.
man.
For sure, but like, I just mean, I don't know how to react. Like, I didn't hold a baby for the first time until I was like 21. And it was,
Really?
Dude, I
it was Nick's
remember-
baby.
Yeah,
It was Anna. She was the first child I ever held.
Peer
And-
pressure. You
Yeah,
were
and it was
Anna.
fucking awkward. Like, I just,
He's like, oh God.
I
had
have
to
a
touch
human being in my
baby
hands. They're
in
just a
midair.
fucking mush, dude. Like, they're just a ball of flesh. Is all it
Yeah.
feels like. I don't know. It's weird.
I had a mom trip with the baby in her hands,
Did you catch it?
and I had to catch it from midair. I literally just like dove.
Did she like,
I was like, oh no, not today, not on my watch.
like toss it to
Randy Moss.
Catch
Now, was it like
a
a slow motion, like a?
Yeah,
Sports
it was
Center
like a
top
slow
10?
motion.
Da-na-na,
think
da-na-na,
that's
you hear over the PA.
Definitely would have been.
Bro,
Dude, out of nowhere, Lily's like, cue the Mission Impossible music, and she just starts going.
bro, we fuck around with the PA.
I did
at
catch
work
the
all time.
baby.
That's good. I mean,
One
for
hand?
hi- for him, for sure.
No.
Or they, I
No.
guess they,
I
because
used both.
Gotta secure the catch, Travis.
yeah.
Lily just out of
Not
nowhere.
going for style points.
I'm quick. I don't trust people, and if you've had an epidural, you can't move very well. So I don't trust anyone. Those
Fair.
babies roll.
I don't even know what an epidural is, so facts.
It's
Word.
like a numbing medication that they put in your spine. You kill your contractions, but it makes your legs all heavy and noodly.
Hey guys, sorry for the side note quick. Kane, what's going on with the whiteboard behind you? Trapezoid? Be one
Oh,
person.
yeah, that's for the stream. That's just like anybody that subs or like donates bits. I put a fucking on there. So like Will did like 500 bits and shit, and I just gotta like, there's something new I'm trying for
Just
2023.
curious.
Just
Up there.
get more people involved, you know. Try and get
Just
people
curious.
excited to do things. It clearly hasn't worked well so far. We're 10 days in. We have 3 names on the board, but hey, we're cooking along, you know. One topic I did want to talk about, we've talked about it on this podcast, I think, like several times actually, is I believe the moon is fake. Okay? And I want to ask Lily and your guys' opinion one more time before I get into
We
this
did
again.
go into that.
Because I've had revelations over the last 24 hours, like recently,
Oh boy.
on
Some
this fucking
awakening, huh?
moon being fake. So if you guys just want to go ahead and say your stance now, like forever hold your peace.
Like,
Like which part of the moon?
The
being
enti-
fake? Like
the entire
landing
fucking
or the
moon.
literal moon.
The moon.
Kane, can I talk to you bro to bro for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know what shenanigans you're gonna pull to say that the moon is fake,
Prove it's real.
but
you
as
can
your
sway
brother,
me.
it's real.
I disagree.
How do you know?
Anyways.
How do you know?
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
exactly.
Really
How do
good,
you know?
brother.
You gotta question everything, brother.
My thing
It's
is
the moon.
the exactly. That's everyone's only argument is it's the moon and you can see it. I see pictures
play
of
God of
Jesus,
War?
Santa Claus. Like I see that shit all the time.
You ever play a video game? The moon's in a
I've
video
seen
game.
Spider-Man. I've seen Spider-Man in the movies. He's not real.
Doesn't mean this motherfucker's swinging around New York right
I'm
now.
just saying. I'm just saying. But
What
wish.
about the tides of the ocean?
what about him?
The moon has
The
the
wind.
gravitational pull that moves it.
The wind, tectonic
If
plates
that was
moving,
true, then it wouldn't be
tectonic
a
plates
pattern.
moving. Thing about tsunamis, the moon doesn't cause tsunamis. You know what does? Tectonic plates and earthquakes in the ocean.
Kane,
Well, that's why
Kane,
it's a
can I ask you
tsunami
something?
and not the actual tide.
No, but it's waves. Tide's just a
Kane,
wave.
I got a good point for you right now. You ready for this?
What?
You just brought up Spider-Man in the movie.
Yeah.
You don't see him in real life, right? Because he's not real. But you do see the moon in real life.
You do see Spider-Man in real life though, because of Halloween.
Oh, come on.
Where?
Bro, at Avengers in fucking Disney or wherever that shit is, Universal or something.
I'm just saying.
Spider-Man.
How do
Thanks,
you
bro.
argue with that?
Thanks, TJ.
I got you.
Appreciate
I
it,
got
bro.
you, my boy.
Appreciate
No,
it, big
Lily,
dog.
there's a fine line between a good argument and nonsense. And we
This
don't
is not
stand for
nonsense, Travis.
Yeah, bro.
I'm with Travis.
So-
there is a moon. You cannot argue that Spider-Man is real because you.
I
see him in the
don't. I
costume
don't.
asking
That's
for
exactly what I'm
candy.
saying. I don't think Spider-Man's real. But I'm not going to use the argument of, well, you can see the moon and that it's up there and that it's the moon as a reason to believe that the moon's real.
Why haven't we gone since like the 70s?
So
Or whenever that
this
was.
is where I'm heading with this topic, TJ. So
That's not true.
we have not set foot on the moon since Apollo 11.
Yeah.
We have not
Since the
had
whole
boots on the
space
ground.
race.
I'm pretty
Maybe
sure.
it's boring. I don't know.
But there's no fucking way if the moon is real, the moon is boring. It's
It
the
would be
fucking
boring.
moon. Like, let's
the
be
moon,
real.
so-
Let's be real. If they're up there, so again, this is why I want to talk about this, is because if the moon's real and the moon landing is real, they went up there. If I was watching the Apollo 11 post interview, so the interview after they got back, and like all 3 of the astronauts that like stepped foot on the fucking moon are like distraught. And this is like a week after. Like they've had time to fucking gather themselves. And they are like fucking distraught. Like they're open guys and all of a sudden now they're just awkward. They feel very uncomfortable about talking about this whole moon
Well,
landing.
if you threw me into a rock in space, I'd probably be pretty freaked out too.
You would be uncomfortable to come back and talk about it though? Fuck no. I'd be excited to talk
No way.
about it.
No way.
Probably.
I would share.
I would come,
everything,
yeah, I'd
man.
come back and be like, bro, I saw this crater the size of the fucking moon because it was
Here's the
on the
thing.
moon. Like, I'd come back saying
Here's
the
the
wildest
thing, bro.
shit.
The government's holding them back from saying shit.
So
Here we
that's
go
what I'm
with the
saying, dude.
government.
So that's the whole thing is what was on the moon during the moon landing, for one, for us not to go back, and 2,
Aliens. Simple.
Hold on, Kane.
whole-
So you're
so
gonna sit here
you're
and tell
saying
me
the
you think
government's
aliens
lying
are-
to us?
No. You're gonna sit here and tell me you think aliens are real. There's another life form, but the moon isn't real.
So the whole reason I don't think the moon is real is because I think it's a government fucking spaceship. Like, it's a
You saying like
giant
the Death
fucking
Star?
ship, dude.
Oh my god.
So let's be honest here. So if they went up there and we haven't been back since, they come back and they're fucking distraught. What was up there for us not to go back? And now they're saying, so there's an American flag, quote unquote, on the fucking moon, if it's real. There's an American flag on the fucking moon. Hold up. There's now a fucking another race to the moon, and fucking a lot of lobbyists and NASA has warned the U.S. fucking government that if China gets to the moon before us again, they're going to conquer the fucking moon and claim it as their territory.
How do you claim a planet?
And we already been there, bro. We got a flag on there. If it was real, why is this a thing? If the moon landing was real and there's an American flag up there, how can they go up there and be like, hey, no, this is ours now? Doesn't make sense.
Well, one, that's
Is the
like
flag
a China
actually
thing to
there?
do.
There's some fancy
did they just
telescopes.
hold
I
There's some
saw the
fancy
video of
telescopes.
him
You're telling me you
him putting it on
you
there. It
couldn't
must
see
be
the
real.
flag?
I saw it, Lily. I saw it.
Well, if you saw it, then it's real on the moon.
Propaganda.
Exactly. So I'm saying
So
if
then
it is
the moon
real,
is
this
real,
actually
'cause you
happened.
saw it.
So that's what I'm saying. You say that it's real that I see the moon. So why isn't it real that I just saw that video of the guy putting the fucking flag in the moon, bro?
I didn't say that wasn't real. I just said that you're saying the moon is now real.
You said we
because
don't even
you
know
put
it's
the
up there.
flag-
You said
Well,
I'm being
it's been there
hypothetical and I'm being
since the
open
70s
about the
and
discussion.
nothing
You
in
guys are
space
completely
has
shutting me
bothered
down.
it.
You guys are shutting me down. You guys are shutting me down, and now I'm taking open to your side, and you guys are shutting me down that the moon landing was real. So again,
Moon landing
if the moon is
was
real and the
fabricated.
moon landing is real, why haven't we gone back, and why is China able to take it over if we're not up there right now?
I don't know.
Exactly.
So
the only thing
that
is-
even tells me more, dude, that if the moon is a spaceship, that's why China wants to get up there and conquer the moon.
The moon
Because
is not a spaceship.
we've either left
Okay,
it,
the spaceship thing gets me, man.
we've either left this giant thing alone and abandoned, or they're trying to take out the moon.
Okay.
Think about it.
I don't even know if I can like.
Shauna says explain phases. I'll gladly explain phases if it's a spaceship. Think about it. You have lights on one side of the spaceship, and you have off on the other side of the spaceship. Easy.
You just rotate that
Easy.
bitch.
That
Turn
motherfucker's
'em off.
rotating. Have you ever seen Star Wars? The Death Star
looks
rotates all the
just
time.
like the moon, bro.
All
Looks
the time.
just like the moon.
All the time. I've seen it in Star Wars.
Really?
Must be real.
Travis,
Must be.
how did we get involved with these people?
These people. What do you mean by that?
Travis.
These people.
What do you mean by that?
Because we're open to the awakening. Other
No,
something
yeah,
that
yeah.
everyone
Yeah, we're
just
open
believes
to
is
the
real.
topic of discussion that just because we see it, it isn't real.
Because we're questioning things.
You see a
Now, all of a
paranormal,
sudden,
you see a
everybody
paranormal video on
people-
YouTube. That doesn't mean it's real.
You have too much time on your hands. to
I actually
think
don't have
about
enough time
this.
on my hands.
If he had enough, he would have had a theory.
Yeah,
on how
like
it's
I'd have a
spaceship.
10-page thesis about this.
So Kane,
Yeah.
my question to you: what are you more concerned with, the moon not being real or the moon being a spaceship?
I think I'd be more concerned if it was a spaceship. I think
would also be
spaceship.
more
I think
concerned.
spaceship is the wrong term. I feel like space station is the right term because you have the International Space Station. That's just not big enough. There's no way in all
The
these
upsize.
years that is the largest piece of shit up there. You know.
My next
I think
question
there's
is,
definitely
does
more
all of
stuff up
this-
there than we know about?
Yeah, 100%. But my next question is all of this stemming from the whole space station thing, or that the moon isn't real?
I think the moon isn't real, but I'd be more concerned if the moon wasn't real and it was in fact a space station.
Jesus Christ.
Kane, I'm with you.
You blow my mind.
I appreciate it, TJ. Thanks, big dog.
I'm with you.
Moving
So
with the
what do I
gang.
see every night when I go outside? That
The space station.
spotlight for friggin' 8.5 hours.
The Pixar lamp.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's just
Kane, if
where do you
it's a
think they got the
space
idea for
station-
the animation?
So let's talk about if it is a space station,
Okay.
because I don't know how long you wanted to be on this subject, but we're not moving past it right now.
It's the space station controlling our simulator.
No,
That's an even
no,
better question.
Yeah.
No
Oh
way.
yeah. Oh yeah, bro. I swear to God, if we're ever right,
See, me and TJ have open minds.
we're thinkers,
know?
buddy.
Yeah.
We're dreamers.
You guys are sheeps
They're
to the government.
realists.
That's what it is.
You know,
It's a herd of sheep.
You're the sheep.
all I'm trying to do is do my job, make a little money, and travel a little.
Sheep.
I'm not trying to take
Sheep.
down the damn government.
I'm not trying to take it down either. I'm just saying I know what they're trying to do, Lily.
No, so Kane, if you are right about this, I expect
on
that the
them.
government will be coming for you.
Please.
So I do send my condolences for your near future.
I would gladly go to the space station.
If Kane and I disappear and we pop out to the moon,
Yeah, exactly.
quote unquote,
The moon.
TJ, don't say it like it's tractor beams.
the tractor beam.
Tractor beams.
Oh my
Tractor
God.
beams.
If we disappear, I want this to be remembered.
Yeah, just know if I
That's all I'm
ever
saying.
disappear in my life, it's because the moon's fake.
It's because of the space station
It's
Solely that.
Yep.
with the potential tractor beam.
If you get up there and it really is the simulator 9000 controlling everything, can you have them calm it down a little or something?
I mean, I feel like I
Yeah,
probably
try.
wouldn't have the fucking credentials for that, Lily. If I'm getting
Yeah,
kidnapped, taken to the space station,
Guess
that
so.
happens to
I
be
don't
the
think-
Simulator 9000.
Well, if you're gonna die, you might as well ask them for more things.
I mean, I'll try.
My next question.
My
to you,
dying
Kane,
wish. Can you just tone it
is-
down a little bit?
What does Haley think
Just
about
like-
this?
Haley thinks
Yeah,
this
have you
is
talked to Haley
blasphemy
about
as
it?
well.
I feel like she is a
Shenanigans.
smart cookie.
Because, like, so I'm a firm believer in Australia isn't real either.
Oh, for Christ's
No,
sake.
come on, man.
So
I
Australia,
can only ride with you so.
Australia is
Bucks.
actually the tip of a giant mountainous range that's actually succumbed to underwater since Pangea and shit.
I've actually heard about this. Okay,
And that
wow, I totally
everyone,
just-
Here he goes.
everyone that lives on Australia are paid by NASA.
You know you can actually go to Australia.
yeah, like it's a real place.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Go
a
to.
real land. I'm just saying Australia's fake.
Why is it a country and a continent though?
Exactly.
That pissed me off. Pisses me off.
Like it's part of a larger mountainous fucking range, and everybody that's there are actually paid actors from NASA to say it's there. And I'm just saying, I don't know
NASA
any.
cares that much.
So-
if, you
so
know,
are
they
you
got
saying
that-
that-
I mean,
people that live in
you say that
Alaska?
about the moon too, but they're pretty worried about China getting there.
People get paid to
They're
live in
not worried
Alaska.
about China getting to
They definitely are. I saw it on
Australia,
Twitter.
though.
That means it's real.
that means it's real.
Oh God.
Bro, all I'm saying is the moon's fake, Australia's fake, birds are government agents, and bees are birds 2.0.
Lily, me and you need to have a conversation without them about this.
Oh, what? Why? So you can both just agree on everything? And
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you can
Thomas.
talk shit about us?
you stupid
We
sheep.
we have the nads to say this on the public podcast.
Sheep.
Yeah, we got the balls to say it publicly. And
To-
maybe-
to 100
Said everything.
people.
I just need to
Thing that takes
recap
us
with
out.
her.
Lightly. Tread lightly.
I'm gonna have to now. Government's watching.
Yeah, I was
know
gonna
I'm
say
on
now I can't go to work for the
I'm
next
just
3
worried
days.
about me choking you out.
Well,
I
she'll
think-
get
so
to me before the government
for-
does, boys.
Yeah, realistically, that's better than the government coming to get you.
Probably.
For our followers and listeners, we want to know if you think the moon is real. But
I think me and TJ have done the bare minimum to convince anyone. We have not researched this enough, given
No.
statistics or facts. We have just merely given our opinion and our answers to the simple questions we've been taking. So I want everybody to listen and form their own opinions on this, because every rebuttal they've given to us for the moon being real, we have overcome.
so this is what's going to happen. There's going to be a part 2 where Lily comes on as a guest, and we're going to get into it.
Yeah.
We're gonna spend all weekend and I'm gonna research the hell out of this.
The moon's fake.
Good luck.
Australia's fake.
Get ready for my 10
Birds
The
are good.
Australia being fake is
I don't know,
wild
bro.
To me
I
because
don't
it
know,
is
bro.
definitely a real place
How do you know?
that you can go to.
How do you know? Have you
TJ,
ever
if you
have
ride
you
with
ever
them
been
on
there?
the moon, you gotta ride with them on Australia.
That's blasphemy. No, I don't.
Yeah, I feel like if we do get kidnapped by the FBI, whatever, and we get sent to the fucking space station in the sky that we call the moon, that's my first question. All right, so now that they confirmed my theory, is Australia real? Are birds government fucking agents that fucking listen in on our conversations? And are bees birds 2.0?
That's why you always got to talk about the birds and the bees.
Because why else would the
Oh,
government
no.
be preaching to save the birds and the bees?
I don't know if you guys can see, like, I don't know if you guys were looking at my face, but I am not impressed by what we're talking.
I don't care.
All right. I think we need to move on.
Next topic.
I'm
That
just
was
I'm just being honest, man. It's an open discussion.
it's just
no, yeah, it's definitely open. I know, but I mean, dear Lord,
it's just suspicious. You guys are so quick
Yeah,
to
like
sweep
I
it
feel like
under the
yeah,
rug.
you guys are just like, nah.
Nah.
You believe anything the government
Me-
tells you?
I'm saying no because I
The
haven't done my
same
research
government-
and I don't want to give false facts.
I'm not giving false facts. I'm just simply stating
No,
my
I'm
opinion.
saying I don't want to.
How am I
don't know
how am I
enough
spreading?
to argue?
I form my own opinion. I'm not preaching it on anybody else. You guys are just asking me questions on how I form this opinion and how I can back it up, and I backed it up.
With more opinions and not facts.
How's it opinions? You
How is
cannot
it facts?
you cannot tell me anything that you guys said it was fact.
Spaceship is a fact and not an opinion.
No, that's my opinion, but you asked about the tides. I said tectonic plates moving, the wind, etc. Then you asked me about phases of the moon. Phases of the moon, one side's covered in lights and it rotates.
Can you hear yourself right now?
I mean, do you hear yourself?
I'm not saying that there is a spinning ball of fire.
I'm not saying there is. I'm saying there could be.
Yeah, it's the sun.
Is the sun real?
Well, technically, all of them are giant balls in the sky that rotate.
All of them. Every.
These are balls of fire. That's the sun.
Well, still.
Travis?
Travis
Travis,
is
what are you doing
on
on
his
your
phone
man?
mid-pod.
Mid-pod, just,
Doing
Like,
research, I can't
in his
wait.
camera, is like, hey,
hey, don't even worry about it.
yeah.
All right, I'll put it off. I couldn't wait.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know if it's real or not, is all I'm saying.
See, now that's different
Open.
because you were saying it's not real.
Because I don't think it is real. But I don't know if it is or not.
It's possible.
There's a chance. I wonder what the probability is.
No further questions, Your Honor.
I mean, that's all I had. I don't have any other questions. That was the only topic I really wanted to cover tonight. Was the moon.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
my
glad.
brain's pretty fried after that one.
I'm glad that we opened the door of possibility.
I think it leaves room for future
If it's a
discussion.
space station, dude, I'm fairly convinced. If it's really a space station, then we are in a simulation.
Like, what do you think the likelihood is?
0%.
It has to be more than zero. Nothing 0%.
Nothing.
Not one thing is 0%.
Me making the NBA is 0%, but
That's not true.
0.1%.
yeah, it is.
I think
I'll give you a
It's-
10th of percent.
I'm gonna take
I'll take
1%.
give you a
You'll
10.
take 1%.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna take 1%.
Yeah. Maybe if like half the country gets wiped out, then maybe I could make the NBA. So like, sure.
Oh, I was talking about the moon.
Oh. We were talking about the NBA.
Oh,
Because you said nothing 0%. And then I said
Yeah.
me making it to the league would be 0.
oh, there's a chance.
But
Travis is like, no shot.
There is no future for a 6-foot Caucasian male.
I mean, fucking. What do you mean? You're 6 foot.
Right?
Yeah. There's plenty of 6-footers in the NBA. There's at least 10.
And if
Right.
not, I mean, they're 6'1".
And
Once an inch.
it's a big difference, man.
Big difference maker, buddy.
Big difference. Every inch counts.
I do have to agree with that.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Come on, get closer to the rim.
Yeah, you know what we were talking about.
You knew where we were
Come on.
going. That was a
Nice.
good cover, though. That was a good cover.
Come on, I thought it was good.
Boys, I don't have any other questions for Lily or you guys this fine evening.
Oh yeah, I think we're set.
I think that
Lily,
was
do you have
You
anything
wipe
for
me
us
out.
before we ask you the previous guest question?
Oh, yeah.
Oh damn.
Did you come up with your question or anything?
Question. No, TJ didn't remind me.
TJ.
Buddy,
Rat.
What? I didn't know.
I'm your guest. You should have prepared me.
I didn't know who was going to be the guest until
All
we
right.
started recording.
No, all right. Hit me with the question.
I low-key
You can
got-
think of
I
a
low-key
good
gotta
question.
pull it
He's
up,
low
so-
key trying to figure it out. We kind of forget every week
I don't
what
remember
their
it
question was. It was.
Try to find a
I
Yell
mean-
Talk real quick.
Yeah. Take this time. Try to think of a question to pass on to the next guest who.
Oh, got it. Got
Not
it.
fully positive who's going to. You got it?
Yep. What is the best or your favorite concert you've ever been to?
Ariana Grande.
Oh, that was probably fire.
That's a valid.
It was
answer.
the opening of her tour. It was of the
That's dope.
Where?
Where was it?
Omni.
Oh, right.
What, like
to the
at Times Union? That's cool.
Mhm.
Bro, when that concert happened, everyone and their mom at high school
The
was wearing
sweatshirt
this
is in my closet.
God is a woman shirt, hoodie. And I was like, what does this mean, bro? I didn't know it was Ariana. And I was like, is there like a fucking.
A cult you don't know about.
Yeah, I was like, is there someone trying to press this issue?
What?
But-
Is this? Yeah, is this a new movement or something?
I was like, what is happening? And I was like, what is your. He goes, it's Ariana's song. And I was like, oh,
Oh, word.
that's way more fucking boring than what I was expecting.
Facts. I think my best concert was probably either Chris Webby because it was such a small venue, or Kid Ink. Kid Ink was a really good concert. That was
Damn,
at
you saw
Slewfest.
Kid Ink?
Yeah, I was at Slewfest my freshman year. Me and Trent went.
I saw Kid Ink Gets Back.
Yeah, Kid Ink was really fun.
I think my favorite concert was Post Malone and Future.
Word.
That shit was.
It's
oh
gotta
my
be a
God.
good one. Was that at SPAC too?
Yeah, that was a good couple years. 2017.
Yeah, that was when I was abroad because I was mad I was missing.
Yeah,
Rip.
and then you had to miss Kendrick because of prom.
Yep.
Oh, fuck that. I
Yeah,
would have
dude.
went and saw Kendrick in my prom dress.
I did. Fuck.
Yeah.
In your
prom
prom dress?
dress.
Yeah,
What?
like if
Yeah,
I
what?
if I was
What
a
color is
girl,
your prom dress?
I meant if I was a fucking girl, bruh.
My mom spent way too much money on my prom dress for me to walk around back.
That's valid.
I would have done it.
It rained heavy, so that dress would have been done. Travi, what's your favorite concert? I do have to shout out the Chris Webby one. That shit was
Yeah,
fire.
that one was really fun.
Yeah, probably the Webby one where I got the VIP passes so I can meet him and get stuff signed. That was really cool.
That's
Mm.
dope.
Yeah.
That's sick.
It is fire.
Well, Lily, what's your question for our next guest?
Yeah,
Or
we
a
rambled
Boogie and
enough.
the Baby.
Oh, that's fire. Hey, boogie, baby.
All right, my question for the next guest. What is your motivation?
That's a
I
That's
love
solid.
that.
good fucking
I
question.
don't even know how to
What's
answer
your
that. Not
motivation?
gonna lie.
Like,
Gonna have to
what
think
is
about
the
Wow.
one thing that is your
If I was a-
motivation?
If I was a guest and I got asked that, I'd be confuffled.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Well, I gotta leave you with a good one.
That was a good one for sure. I mean, I don't have a positive quote for today. Do any of you have a positive quote to leave the listeners with? That was the only thing
Oh,
I
I
wasn't
need to
prepared
start.
for.
Show them our magnet.
What magnet?
The magnet. The one on the fridge.
The
The
one in the
positive quote.
fridge.
For the positive quote, we are doubling down with
It says
the.
never, never, never give up. Winston Churchill.
It's John Cena.
Is that what it says? Is never, ever, ever give up, Winston
He's
Churchill?
champ
Never,
there.
never, never.
Yeah, it says never, never, never give up.
And it's Winston Churchill.
Word. Shout out to Churchill. Good for him. Thanks for the positive quote of the day. Anyways, guys, I want to thank y'all for listening to this awesome podcast. If y'all enjoyed the 2 Kill
Absolutely.
Time podcast, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel, as well as
Absolutely.
leave a like and a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We appreciate you guys listening in and out from far and wide. We are on like 5 continents at this point. I think the only one we're not on is Australia. Coincidence? I think not.
Oh, Christ.
Oh my god.
I knew it.
I knew it was
just
gonna
had
be
a
Australia.
You gotta be kidding me, man. Someone.
Anyways, guys,
Happy.
thank you for listening. Damien and Banks are in here. Haley let them in prematurely. But anyways, guys, thank you so
We
much for
appreciate you.
listening, and we will see y'all next time.
Absolutely. Peace.